Hey guys, and welcome back to MadAboutSkin. Today we are sitting down and saying goodbye, breaking up with those skincare products that no longer meet our requirements. I've been wanting to sit down and talk this through with you for so long, because I've actually been running this channel MadAboutSkin for a year and a half now, and if I look back to the products I was using in my skincare routine at the start, a lot of them have been replaced. Those cult favourite holy grail products no longer feature in my skincare routine. That's because I think, well, first of all, our skin types change over time. I know mine certainly has, and you need to adapt your products to meet your skin's needs at that specific time. Also, there's been some great new additions to the skincare market and some great new launches which have replaced some of my previous holy grails. So I'm going to break it apart and talk you through those products I no longer use in my skincare routine and what I've swapped it in for, those dupes which I'm fangirling hard over. So sit back, relax, and let's talk skincare product breakups. I would love to know what your product breakups are. So while you're down there clicking that like button, also leave me a comment and let me know what your cult holy grail product used to be and which no longer features in your skincare routine. I've got a whole suite of products lined up here to go through, so I'm going to cut the waffle and get straight on into it and talk about spot treatments. I have been the spottiest individual I have known for years. Like every day I used to wake up with a new zit in my life, a new one to welcome to the party. And this has been something that's been recurring since I was like 16. I've always had acne, breakout prone skin, and I've kind of just grown to accept that and worked on some things in my skincare routine which will help to minimize the time it takes for those zits to disappear. I used to reach for those drying spot treatments and they were my holy grail. They were those products I couldn't live without. If that zit wasn't coated in a thick pink paste, I wasn't thinking I was doing anything right in terms of getting rid of it. I've now evolved and realised that the Mario Badescu drying lotion, the Eradicate drying lotion by Kate Somerville, those products are the Clearasil ones. Can we talk about the Clearasil ones? They stripped, they dried, they stung. In the morning, the skin was all red around them. These are the wrong way to tackle acne and actually can make the whole situation worse. So I started investing in non-drying spot treatments. So if you go back to a video I did, I won't even link it because it's so bad. Like it's embarrassingly bad, or tackling with zits. I was using some of those aforementioned drying spot treatments and I still thought they worked really well for me. Well, no more. They are no longer in. I've broken up with them. They're no longer in my skincare routine, and I've replaced them with some stuff that actually does get to grips with the zit and minimizes it over time. The Hyaluronic acid blemish treatment by the Inkey uses sulfur to draw out all that gunge and that nastiness and reduce the redness and inflammation. Big tick in the box. I love this. This is the Typology salicylic acid treatment, which again just goes in. It's quite soothing and quite calming, but it'll go in and it'll just help to tackle whatever's causing that white head and that little eruption under the skin. Finally, you've heard me call this out so often. This is the non-drying spot treatment by Ren. If money isn't a concern when you're coming to purchasing skincare, because this is the most expensive, I would reach for this every time. Packed full of antioxidants, it's got salicylic acid in there. It's going to help to tackle the zit. It's going to reduce the redness and inflammation. It's going to halve the heal time and do all things you want it to do. It's not going to dry out the spot, leave you red, crusty, and leave that like dark mark and scar behind after it's gone. This is my new holy grail. I've got 3 zits on the go at the moment, and every night I treat them with this and I see a noticeable improvement in the morning. So ding, holy grail product. Now my second breakup is only temporary. We're sort of taking a break from the relationship. It's complicated and it's going to shock a few people because you know I love this product. And this is the Oat Cleansing Balm by the Inkey. I love this product, and do not worry, we're just on a break. We are not breaking up for long term. I love this product and I couldn't be without it. The reason I'm including it in this video is because my skin at the moment is we're coming into summer here in the UK. Well, we've just come into spring, but summer is on the horizon. And so my skin's starting to get a little bit oily. I tend to get a lot more acne prone and oily in the summer months, especially because I tend to be wearing more SPF, sweating more. All of that just contributes to more acne and more breakouts. So this is great for those drier winter months, but for the summer, I've been experimenting with some new gel washes which just tackle that excess oil in my skin, get rid of it in the morning, and keeps me matte all day long. I'd recommend to people like myself that are acne prone, blemish prone, and have excess oil in the skin to go for something gel-like in summer and then maybe mix it up to something like this that's a bit thicker, a bit richer in winter, when even if you're acne prone, your skin can be quite dry. This can continue to be a holy grail for everyone who has dry or combination dry skin year round. For the acne amongst us, for those of us that are a bit oily, gel could be our friend. I go for this time and time again. This is the Jelly Joker Cleanser by Geek and Gorgeous. Stunning. Doesn't strip, doesn't dry. If you think gel cleanser and you shudder a little bit because you think, oh, my skin's going to be tight and sore, not with this. So good. It's also quite bouncy, so it feels a bit bougie, feels a bit luxurious, and I really, really like it. This is the one that I go to most days. I've been experimenting with this one, which is the Inkey replacement for that, which is the fulvic acid brightening. This is quite cool. Again, it's kind of bouncy. It's got that gel-like, luxurious feel to it. I think we always assume that gel cleansers have to be boring, dull, and lifeless. Actually, they can be bouncy, they can be fun, they can be bougie, and these two certainly are. But if you want to go bougie, you want to go extra, this is my little evening treat in the summer, and this is the Sanskrit Saponins by Niod. I mention this all the time, and this is like my gel cleanser because it does have a light foaming, even though it's a cream rather than a gel. This, in the evening, when I want to pick me up, I want some bouginess in my life, is an absolute holy grail. 10 out of 10, ding, ding, ding. And I'll be replacing the oat cleansing balm with these over the summer months. The second autumn hits, I will be back on my oat cleansing bandwagon and loving that product again. So it's just a temporary pause in the relationship, not a full breakup. Ooh, now let's talk a brand. Now this is a firm breakup. This is a firm breakup, moved on, nothing to see here. Keeping it brief, Laneige. This is their water sleeping mask, which I think is their cult favorite product that everyone loves. I know a lot of people like Laneige. I know a lot of people love, I think they do like a milky toner thing. I have tried every one of their products, and I was trying to find out if they were cruelty-free or not, because I like to have a fully cruelty-free skincare routine. Did some digging, they're not, but by the time I found that out, actually, I decided none of the products really worked for me anyway. I thought this line would be great because it's designed for people with, you know, lighter hydration needs, so not those that are super dry, but people like me that have oily skin anyway. None of the products worked for me. They were all overly fragranced, even for me who loves a good scent, and they weren't cruelty free. So this is a firm breakup. I've tried all their products and I genuinely wasn't impressed by any. I know a lot of people love them and love them as a brand, and so I'm not reading anyone that continues to use them in their skincare routine. It just really wasn't for me, and I tried really hard, and then by the time I worked out they weren't cruelty free, actually, I wasn't keen on using them anyway. This water sleeping mask is probably the best of the ones I tried, but again, so over fragrance, and I don't think it does anything more than a gel moisturizer. I've got some great dupes coming in later in the video. So yeah, Laneige, it's a firm breakup. It's not complicated, it's just a breakup. We need to part. Now let's come on to exfoliating acids. Cut to me like a year and a half ago, I was a full-on glycolic snob. If it was a glycolic acid, I didn't want to know. My skin is quite robust, it's not prone to sensitivity, so I thought let's just go for the hardest, the strongest exfoliator out there to get maximum results, and I did that time and time again. Then about 6 months ago, I discovered lactic acid, and my skin was like, so good. I fell hard for the ordinary lactic acid 10%. It gave me all the exfoliation I need, plus hydration, plus I was glowing to the gods, and my skin felt plump, dewy. It was just everything good. And so I've been using that religiously since. However, recently I've kind of been mixing it up a little bit and experimenting with acid blends. I don't mean mix and matching it myself because I never recommend people do that. But you can get some great products which actually combine multiple acids in one, so you kind of get the benefits of all of them. This is quite new. You don't see a lot of brands doing this. I think there's going to be a big explosion in this in the next couple of years, so watch out for that. My top two that I'm loving at the moment are this. This is the Glycolac Cell Solution by Face Theory, which is 8% glycolic acid, great, high strength, high performance, but also combined with 1% salicylic acid to go into the skin to eat away all that dead skin cells, those clogged pores. It's also got 0.5% lactic acid, which is going to be hydrating, also quite calming, and still aid the exfoliation as well. So altogether, I get a great results from this. I still feel dewy, glowy, and luminescent after I've used it, but I think the glycolic acid is giving a really good exfoliation. So I love this product. That's for people with very robust skin, no sensitivity, and not too much dryness. If you're sensitive and you have sensitive prone skin, I would recommend this. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Calm Down. This is 4% polyhydroxy acid, which is the largest molecule size of all the acids. So you're getting a really light surface level exfoliation, nothing too deep, nothing too traumatic for the skin that's going to create redness and irritation. You've also got a little bit of salicylic acid in here, so it's going to eat away at clogged pores, but also salicylic acid in low concentrations like in here is therapeutic. It's actually calming. So if you've got inflamed skin, you've got inflammation, you've got redness, you've got irritation, salicylic acid combined with a polyhydroxy acid is going to be a great option for people who have sensitive but congested skin. This Such a good product. It is a little bit on the pricier side by Geek and Gorgeous standards, but it's so well blended and I love it for just calming, yet exfoliating, and a little will go a long way, because if you've got sensitive skin, you want to be using this every other day, not every day, to get the best results, and so a little will go a long way. Totally recommend this. I'm going to be experimenting with other acid blends and seeing which ones work for me, so look out for some other recommendations coming down the line, but those two I've been so impressed with so far, and I love both of them. Now let's come on to a couple of product groups. First of all, hyaluronic acid. Now most of you have probably seen this coming for some time because I've been trying to limit the amount of hyaluronic acid in my life. I think my skin is a little bit sensitive to it. If I use too much hyaluronic acid, I get a bit dry and a bit flaky, and this is something that a lot of people do report. I think we always thought hyaluronic acid was kind of benign. You could layer it and layer it and layer it with no issues, but for me, I just find the more I use it, the flakier I get, the drier I get, and it just doesn't work for everyone. So I'm actually taking it out of my skincare routine where I can and just keeping it to an absolute minimum. Most products have hyaluronic acid in, so you can't eliminate it completely, but minimizing it I think is the way forward. So I'm taking out standalone hyaluronic acid treatments. These are the two that I used to use. This is the multimolecular hyaluronic complex by Niacinamide, and this is the hyaluronic acid by the Inkey list. If you still feel that you want a separate hyaluronic acid step and your skin loves hyaluronic acid and benefits from it, these two, holy grail. This one, 15 different levels of hyaluronic acid, so hydrating, so good. This one has the nicest non-tacky texture of all the drugstore hyaluronic acids, so either of these will work really well for you. I'm just leaving them now. I mean, I've liked both of them, I've used both of them, I just don't think my skin needs either of them, and I'm saying goodbye to them. But they are still, you know, we're still going to remain friends, and I would still recommend both of these for people who do have really dry skin and find hyaluronic acid benefits them. Just don't think it does what it needs to do for me. Now, the same goes for niacinamide. These two are the niacinamides that I've been using all the time. This is the Inkey list niacinamide. Again, I think for drugstore, the Inkey list has it nailed for standalone hyaluronic acid and standalone niacinamide. Love both of them. And this is the Pore Bright N10 serum by Face Theory. Again, both of these are amazing products, but because most of my skincare routine already has niacinamide in, I found that I was overloading it and it was compounding on top of other products that already had niacinamide in, so I didn't need a standalone step. If you have really acne-prone skin, or it's been recommended by a professional that you should have extra niacinamide in your life, reaching for either of these will do your skin the world of good. But for me and people who don't have that really persistent breakouts and that need for a high-strength niacinamide, I think we can just get the benefits from our existing skincare routine. We don't need a separate step. So I'm saving my cash and I won't be repurchasing either of these. If you do want a separate niacinamide, both of these, stunning. Definitely would recommend, but again, I just don't think it's right for my skin at the moment, and I've kind of evolved from feeling I need both a hyaluronic acid and a niacinamide separate step to just thinking I'm getting what I need from the rest of my skincare routine. Let's forget about it. Now finally, we're going to talk moisturisers. I always say listen to your skin. Like, the most important thing you can do is listen to your skin. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to professionals, and don't listen to your skin, because your skin is the one that's telling you whether it's reacting to a product, whether it's loving a product. Kind of hear what your skin is saying. I don't think we do that often enough. When it comes to moisturisers, I always used to layer thicker and thicker moisturisers on, and my skin never really loved it. I felt like I was always wearing a mask, and so I kind of settled on this product, which was the Natural Moisturising Factors by The Ordinary. I like this. It did what it needed to do. It's plain, it was affordable, but it did hydrate. And then I started playing around with hydrating gel moisturisers, and I just found my skin loved them. I stopped using them because they were hard to get, and then I realised actually that's me not listening to my skin. If my skin loves something and it's telling me that this works for my skin type and works for what my skin needs, I should reach out and try a little bit harder to find ones that work for me. Well, fortunately, I found two amazing products which I love. This one is the Blythe Pressed Serum. This is a Korean brand. I absolutely love them. It's lightweight, it smells divine, it's gel-like, it layers, so if you've got a little bit drier skin, you could put 2 layers of this on to get the extra hydration. I also been trying this. This is the Function of Beauty balanced gel. I don't know whether you can get this outside of a subscription, which is a bit annoying, because when I come to repurchase it, I don't want to purchase a subscription. So I don't know whether I'll be able to continue to use this and they sell it as a standalone. I'll do a bit of investigating. But a lot of brands are coming out with gel-like oil-free moisturisers. I think the replacement for this one, actually, if I can't get this off the subscription, will be the Face Theory Oil-Free Moisturiser, which I love. So good. And I kind of think that maybe even this product was a little bit too occlusive for my skin, particularly in summer when my skin wants that light hydration but nothing too heavy. I'm going to be reaching for those gorgeous gel moisturisers. If you're a little bit dry, don't be scared of gel moisturisers. Put 2 layers on, your hydration game will be into the stratosphere and you can still enjoy the lightweight benefits of it. So there you have it, guys. The products that I'm kind of saying goodbye to, some of them are product types, some of them are specific brands and products, and I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings below, so share them with me. I always think it's important to acknowledge that our skincare tastes evolve. That doesn't mean any recommendations I've made with any of these products have been bad. It's just our opinions, our thoughts, our skin, and our own needs do evolve over time. And I think as people, we should kind of acknowledge that and listen to our skin and work with what it's telling us and what we need. So share me your thoughts and feelings below. Wherever you are in the world, guys, I hope you're staying safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.